Winnie wasn't a pretty child.
She had a big nose, small eyes, and crooked teeth. The mean children on the orphan train had called her Ugly Winnie.
But she'd still been adopted before the meanest one, so there.
Her new family was lovely. It consisted of a widow, a black cat with green eyes, and a house full of kind old servants. They were all delighted to have a child in the home and gave Winnie all the love and cake that had been missing from her life. She was sure to always say please, thank you, and you're welcome.
Winnie, the widow said, one day this will all be yours. You are my daughter now and heir. Now would you like a tree house? She certainly would. Thank you.
Because Winnie was a brave child, the treehouse was built high in a strong oak. It resembled a castle, complete with a carved dragon wrapped around one turret. Every child in town wanted to be Winnie's friend now, but she remembered who called her ugly. Those meanies were not invited. Instead, she issued formal invitations on scrolls to a small group of potential friends who had not called her ugly. Her favorite was a boy with a strange name, Xerxes. That had been the name of a bold Persian warrior king, but this Xerxes was a shy child who avoided any sort of conflict. Winnie felt like his protector. Almost every day after school, and then all summer, Winnie and Xerxes played together in the treehouse. They left messages for each other in the dragon's mouth. They never played at his house. He lived with a kind mother, but a wicked stepfather. What makes him wicked? Winnie asked one day, hanging from a tree limb. He says cruel things to my mother, Xerxes muttered. I don't like that. I don't like that either. Does he say cruel things to you? No, I keep out of his sight.
Well, let me know if he ever hurts you or your feelings. I'll protect you. Thank you, Winnie. You're most welcome.
Summer became autumn, and things went on quite happily until Xerxes' mother died of a fall down the stairs in December. His stepfather remarried the town's librarian a week after the funeral.
Then, 2 days after the wedding, Xerxes wasn't in school. Winnie marched right up to his family's front door and asked to see him, only to be told that his aunt had taken him to live in some faraway mountains for his health. Winnie looked from the wicked stepfather to the librarian with hard eyes, not believing them for a second. She suspected, as they say, foul play.
Her suspicion was confirmed that evening when she found a note in the mouth of the treehouse dragon. It read, I overheard something I oughtn't, and then I heard they would take me to the old tower by the lake.
Please help me, Winnie. You're my only hope. Sincerely, Xerxes.
The old tower by the lake was 5 miles away. I'll rescue you, Xerxes, Winnie vowed, and there's not a moment to lose.
So she began to walk to the tower just like that. Even though it was only an hour until dinner time, and the December night was snowy. She wore her best boots, coat, gloves, and hat, but would that be enough? Winnie was a brave child, but the opposite side of the coin of bravery is recklessness. She should have asked for help. She should have waited until morning. She should have at least left a note, but she'd done none of these things. Therefore, just past 10 o'clock, disoriented in the dark, she accidentally stepped on the thin ice covering a small pond. It shattered, and she fell into freezing water, which crystallized around her as the cold air swirled with the snowflakes of winter's first blizzard. Winnie was found on Christmas Day, embedded in ice. The end. only to be told that his aunt had taken him to live in some far... Kitty, no! Stop it! Winnie marched right up to his family's front door and asked to see him, only to be told that...